So Worship Presence Conference started as just a handful of us getting together and just worshiping for 3 days. When we came up with the idea of doing the worship conference, we wanted to create an event that let people just encounter the Father, and just wanted to go deeper and deeper. And at the first year we did it 3 years ago, it was just a handful of us, just a whole bunch of us grouped up in a lounge room with an acoustic piano and acoustic guitar. For just 3 days we just followed wherever the Father led us. The last 2 years have been us trying to open this opportunity for more people. So we had a lot more people come, and each year God has just led us to more and more things, and just revealing to us more of who He is. This most recent one, the biggest difference between this year and other previous years is that we really begin to recognize that worship is important, but another big aspect of the conference is family. We've met so many new people and made so many new friends from this conference, and built our family, not just within our own church, but within multiple churches. We've built relationship with so many people, and it's been fantastic to grow our family and to every year get together and just worship with them and connect with them. So the Dan from America and the Dan from Australia, they both carry a lot of authority. And even if they didn't speak much, just having them there with us felt like that through our worship, we were able to encounter God in ways that we hadn't before, because they brought something new and something fresh, because each one of them knew God in a completely different way, and because of that they were able to bring that different flavor of God to the conference. And they did direct us. They did give us new revelation, and it was just really good to have almost these fathers come and help guide us into an encounter with God.
But when you encounter Him, you're forever changed. When you're forever changed, the people around you benefit. When the people around you benefit, your city gets transformed. But you see, it starts with you. You can cry for your city to be changed, but if you don't get changed, it ain't happening. So it starts with you. It starts with you right here, right now, in this moment. It starts with a choice to say, I'm going to break myself open. I'm going to pour myself out for you. I'm going to put everything out on the line. I'm going to put everything out for you and pour myself out before you. Look, it starts in this moment. You have an opportunity right now to take it to a whole new depth than even what we've been experiencing so far. And when you do, He says He will not allow the righteous to go hungry. But when they hunger, He will satisfy.
Freedom. A place that's safe, where we can just be ourselves completely and just, worship God and hear His heartbeat, and get close to Him and feel His heartbeat, and just let it resonate through who you are.
Just for me, just coming into His presence and just feeling His love is just so awesome, and just a fresh revelation of His love towards me and how real His love really is. It just changes your concept of how you see God when you actually experience Him, instead of just knowing Him from just out of the Bible or just a concept, but actually experiencing His love and His presence. It just changes the way that you see Him and the way that He sees you as well. And it's just amazing that we get to even we can get downloads from him, and he just loves to talk to us, and he always wants to talk to us. It's just so cool just to come and just be open to what he wants to say.
The worship conference for me was an intentional setting aside of time to invest in God. I spend time on my own as I travel to work and worship in private. I also join with the church family and we worship as a big group and all the other combinations in between. But worship conference itself was intentionally setting aside this time, not just for me, but for those around me to invest in the more of God, and we were pursuing the more of God, but also for God to meet with us. And he just delights in us. He delights that we delight in him. And it was like just an exchange between him, his heart investing into us, and our hearts responding.
Oh, John Paul. I love those two. I really honour and respect them in so many ways. I think one of my favourite things about them is they're just the true to who they are, the true to who God's called them to be. Then they refuse to be boxed in. They refuse to be limited, and that having that as an example is just liberating. And they always draw out the golden people.
We've made some very, very close friends by doing this conference, and we wouldn't be where we are today if it wasn't for those new relationships and those new friendships. So for me, it's what I got out of it was how honouring it is that God would choose just this random bunch of people in the middle of nowhere to host an event that could possibly change an entire nation.